This morning, take a slow breath and let your heart settle. And as you enter this morning prayer, inspired by Psalm 23, let God begin to quiet the places inside you that feel restless. Maybe you woke up carrying worries you didn't speak out loud. Maybe your mind feels crowded, or your soul feels tired, or your spirit is searching for a place to rest. If that's you, you're not alone today, because this moment, right here, is a quiet place God prepared for you. Imagine a soft morning light touching the hills, the kind of light that makes the world feel safe again. Imagine gentle footsteps in the grass, a shepherd watching over every fragile breath of his flock. This is the picture David carried in his soul. And this is why so many believers begin their day with a Psalm 23 morning prayer, finding comfort in every line of this timeless promise. Psalm 23 isn't just poetry. It is the cry of a heart learning to trust again. It is the song of someone who knew fear, who walked through danger, who faced loneliness, yet still discovered a peace that no valley could take away. And today, that same peace is reaching for you. Peace for your mind, peace for your heart, peace for your future, and peace for whatever you're walking through right now. So as you listen, let this space become your still water. Let this prayer be the green pasture your soul has been longing for. Let every word draw you closer to the shepherd who knows your steps, your needs, your fears, and your deepest desires for rest. This is your moment to breathe again, to unclench what you've been holding, and to begin your day in the tender presence of God, the one who restores your peace. This morning, Lord, I come before you with a quiet heart, and I let every breath slow down in your presence. I remind my soul that you are my shepherd, the one who watches every step I take, the one who understands my needs before I speak them, the one who sees the fears I hide from the world. You lead me, guide me, protect me, even when I cannot feel direction or clarity. You carry responsibilities I was never meant to carry alone, and you hold burdens that were never meant for my shoulders. So today, I step into the peace that comes from knowing I do not shepherd myself. I do not survive by my own strength. I do not move forward by my own wisdom. I am not abandoned to figure out life alone. I belong to you, Lord, and your presence becomes the gentle place where my soul remembers it is not alone. Help me release the weight I've been gripping too tightly. Help me surrender the pressure to control everything. Help me rest in the truth that a sheep does not run its own life, and I do not need to run mine without you. You are near, you are attentive, you are faithful, and your nearness brings me peace before anything changes. And because you are my shepherd, Lord, I declare that I lack nothing in your care, not because I hold every answer, but because you hold every provision. You know the needs in my home. You know the concerns in my mind. You know the desires I whisper only to you. And you meet me where I am, with enough grace for this morning, enough strength for the next step, enough wisdom for the choices ahead. Teach my heart to rest in enough, to believe that you will never forget me, never overlook me, never fail to supply what truly matters. Where I see emptiness, you see opportunity. Where I see limitation, you see potential. Where I see worry, you release calm assurance. Let this truth settle deep inside me, just as Psalm 23 promises, that I do not walk into this day lacking anything essential. You will fill what is empty. You will replace what was lost. You will strengthen what feels weak. You will guide what feels uncertain. You will provide what my spirit needs long before I realize I need it. So let your peace guard me from fear and keep my heart steady in trust. And Lord, when my thoughts grow loud and my mind feels overwhelmed by unseen pressures, lead me to the quiet places of your presence. You make me lie down in green pastures, spaces of rest that I often resist, spaces of stillness that my soul desperately needs, yet rarely slows down to receive. Help me lean into that pastoral peace. Help me breathe deeply in the meadow of your comfort. Let the ground beneath me feel soft again. Let the air around me feel gentle again. Let my mind stretch out and rest like a tired sheep, finally finding a safe place to lie down. Quiet the inner storms I cannot control. Silence the worries that play endlessly in the background. Lift the pressure that pushes me from every direction. And if I don't know how to rest, then make me rest, Lord. Make me pause long enough to hear your voice. Make me slow down long enough to release my fears. Make me lie down in the pasture where my mind can breathe without rushing. Let your peace blanket every anxious thought and soften every tense place in my spirit. And as you settle my mind, Lord, lead my spirit beside the still waters. Guide me away from the noisy streams of the world, away from the rushing currents of stress and pressure, away from the demands that drown out your whispers. Bring me close to the calm flow of your presence. Let your gentle waters wash away the heaviness I carry. Let your quiet river soothe the places where I feel overwhelmed or drained. Let your peace flow slowly, softly, steadily, until my spirit drinks deeply and becomes refreshed again. Help me hear your voice more clearly than fear. Help me notice your guidance above the noise of expectation and obligation. Help me rest in the slow, sacred rhythm of water that heals rather than harms. Like a sheep too afraid of deep currents, keep me near the water that won't sweep me away. The water where I can bow my head, receive what I need, and rise with renewed strength. Let this calmness take root in me and stay with me throughout the day, reminding me that peace is not found in circumstances, but in the still presence of my shepherd. And finally, Lord, restore my soul in the places I didn't even know were wounded. Restore the joy that was drained by long seasons. Restore the hope weakened by waiting. Restore the strength lost in silent battles. You are the God who rebuilds what has fallen, who repairs what has been fractured, who gathers what has been scattered. Breathe new life into the places where my soul feels thin or tired. Lift the heaviness that lingers quietly in my heart. Heal the invisible bruises that no one sees but you. Draw my spirit out of dark corners and lead me into the warmth of your love again. Let your restoration reach every memory, every burden, every fear, every disappointment, every moment where I felt too weak to continue. Make me whole again, Lord. Make me steady again. Make me peaceful again. Let your healing presence wrap around me like a soft blanket at dawn, gentle, warm, and reassuring. And as my soul is restored, let me walk into this day, anchored, calm, grounded, carrying a peace that nothing can shake, because you, my shepherd, restore me completely. Lord, as this quiet morning unfolds, I open my heart to the peace you are giving me. I breathe slowly, gently, softly, and I let your presence surround every corner of my soul. You lead me, Lord, not just into comfort, but into the paths that are right and good. You guide me toward what brings life, toward what keeps me steady, toward what aligns with your will. Sometimes I don't see the whole road, but you see every stone, every turn, every danger. You walk ahead of me to clear the way. You examine the ground before my feet ever touch it. You prepare the safest route long before I take my first step. And this morning, Lord, I rest in the peace of knowing that you are guiding me faithfully. Just as Psalm 23 promises, you lead me in paths of peace and safety. I am not wandering through life alone. I am not guessing the next direction. I am not choosing blindly in the dark. You are leading me in paths of righteousness, paths that are secure, paths that are steady, paths that bring deep peace to my spirit. When I take a step today, help me trust that it's the right one, because it is guided by your loving hand. And yet, Lord, there are valleys I cannot avoid. There are shadows that fall across my path, moments that feel heavy, seasons that feel overwhelming, places where the light seems far away. When I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, the valley of depression, the valley of fear, the valley of loss, the valley of uncertainty, remind me that shadows cannot harm me. Shadows look frightening, but they have no power to touch me when you are near. Let your presence anchor my heart when everything around me feels unstable. Let your closeness calm my breathing when panic rises without warning. Let your voice remind me that darkness is not the end of the story. You are with me, Lord, right in the center of the valley, right in the quiet of my fear, right in the moments when I feel most alone. I do not walk here abandoned. I do not face this shadow without protection. Your presence removes the fear even before the valley changes. So let your peace settle over me like a soft morning light breaking through heavy clouds. And Lord, when danger surrounds me, when uncertainty rises, when spiritual battles come unexpectedly, your rod and your staff become my comfort. Your rod defends me from the things I cannot see coming. You fight battles on my behalf long before they reach my doorstep. You push back what was meant to harm me. You silence attacks that never even reach my ears. And your staff, your gentle staff pulls me close whenever I drift, whenever I wander, whenever I take steps toward things that are not meant for me. Pull me back, Lord, from choices that damage my peace. Pull me away from paths that look harmless but lead to harm. Pull me into the safety of your direction and let me feel the comfort of being guided and protected at the same time. Your rod tells me I am defended. Your staff tells me I am loved. Together, they become the deep assurance that I do not live unprotected and I do not walk without guidance. Let this truth calm every anxious thought and cover me with quiet confidence. Lord, even when pressure surrounds me, even when enemies rise against me, even when circumstances feel unfair or overwhelming, you prepare a table before me right in the presence of my enemies. You set a feast in the middle of conflict. You bring rest in the middle of battle. You place blessings in front of me while opposition watches but cannot touch. You show the enemy that I belong to you. You remind my soul that I am safe, even when the world feels unsafe. Help me sit at the table you prepared for me today. Help me rest enough to eat, even when my circumstances try to steal my appetite for peace. Help me enjoy what you have provided, even when pressure presses in from every side. Let me taste the goodness you set before me instead of focusing on the threats around me. Let me sit breathe, receive, because no enemy can remove what you have placed on my table. Let this truth bring steady peace as I walk through the challenges of the day. And Lord, as I take today step by step, let my heart remember that goodness and mercy are not behind me. They are following me, chasing me, surrounding me, refusing to let me go. Your blessings are not distant. Your mercy is not occasional. Your favor is not fragile. They pursue me daily. They cling to my steps. They move with me wherever I go. When I look at tomorrow and feel uncertainty, remind me that my future is already filled with your goodness. When I fear what might go wrong, remind me that your mercy has already prepared what will go right. When I feel anxious about outcomes, whisper to my heart that blessings are already on their way. Let this promise wrap my spirit in a deep, steady peace that carries me into the day with confidence. And finally, Lord, let my soul rest in the greatest peace of all, the peace of knowing that I will dwell in your house forever. Your presence is my home. Your love is my refuge. Your nearness is my safe place. No matter what this life brings, no matter what tomorrow holds, I have a place with you that cannot be shaken, cannot be stolen, cannot be taken away. Your house is not just my destination, it is my belonging. It is where my heart finds rest. It is where my soul finds identity. It is where peace flows like a river that never runs dry. So anchor my heart today in the promise of eternity. Let that promise calm my fears, steady my emotions, and lift my spirit in quiet confidence. I dwell with you, Lord, now, tomorrow, and forever. And now, as this prayer comes to a gentle close, take one more slow breath and let your heart rest in everything God has spoken over you. Remember this truth deep within you. Peace is not the absence of trouble. Peace is the presence of your shepherd. Peace is knowing he walks ahead of you, stands beside you, and guards every step behind you. Peace is trusting that you are held, guided, and deeply cared for. Your circumstances may shift, your emotions may rise and fall, but his presence remains steady, quiet, strong, and endlessly comforting. So as you begin your day, carry this truth gently. You are not walking into the unknown alone. The shepherd who restores your soul is the same shepherd who surrounds your future. The God who leads you beside still waters is the God who keeps you steady in every valley. Let that assurance settle like warm sunlight over every part of your spirit. This is the peace Psalm 23 speaks over us each morning. Let it soften worry, calm fear, and strengthen your hope. I speak blessing over your day now. Blessing over your mind. That peace will guard every thought. Blessing over your heart. That joy will rise quietly within you. Blessing over your steps. That God will guide your path with clarity. Blessing over your spirit. That faith will stay strong and steady. Blessing over your mind. That peace will guard every thought. And I declare, in the name of Jesus, that goodness and mercy are following you today, closely, gently, faithfully. As you go, may his presence be your anchor, your calm, your rest, and your unshakable peace. Before you go, write, "The Lord is my shepherd," in the comments as your declaration of peace today. If this prayer touched your heart, share your thoughts in the comments. And subscribe so you can join future morning prayers. And as you step into the day ahead, may peace walk with you, and may the shepherd hold you close. Peace is not a feeling, it is a place, and that place is God.